Hey guys, welcome to my August TBR. I'm going to do something a little bit different this month because I want to have like the smallest TBR I've probably ever had on my TBR videos. I am really in the mood to mood read. At the same time, I'm doing a few different challenges and I have a few books I need to pick out. And if I let myself make a full TBR right now, what would happen is I would end up with one like last month where I'm in the mood for all the things and my TBR is huge. To be honest, I'm not even nearly done my July TBR, and I'm allowing myself to, whoa, that was a loud crash from upstairs. I'm allowing myself to mood read and just put those books on pause. I'll get to them eventually. I really just want to read what I'm in the mood for, but I do. Lots of loud banging upstairs. Actually, I know what's going on. My husband is making a soccer net, and that is apparently making a lot of banging. I do have a few books I want to read for different things, so we'll talk about those. So the one thing I'm doing this year is the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, and I'm actually trying to decide here right now. The prompt for August is a body part in the title. I shared a video actually sharing some ideas, and there's more ideas in the comments. You guys had lots of great ideas for this, and it turns out I missed like a few that are on my shelf like right behind me. I knew that was going to happen. Now, I'm going to try to make this a small TBR, so I'm going to do this book, and that is Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. The reason I was debating is because I'm actually going to be doing this for a Patreon. I'm going to be reading it and doing a Patreon exclusive spoilery vlog for my Windy Poplars tier this month, and I was trying to decide, because it's got heart, it fits this prompt, but do I want to double up? And I think yes I do, to try to make a small TBR so that I can enjoy my mood reading, I guess. I'm going to use this for both that Patreon spoilery vlog and my Read Your Bookshelf Challenge book. So this is the first book in his, I think it's like a science fiction superhero series. Honestly, I have not read the back. I've heard little bits over on YouTube like over the last few years, but I know nothing about it. My husband recently read these and enjoyed them. So I'm going to go into it blind. It's Sanderson. I expect great things, but also have no specific expectations, if that makes sense. So that will be my book for that. Then I'm also doing Kayla from Books and Lala, her Buzzwordathon. This is my first year joining in on that challenge, and the prompt for August is items. And I've been struggling with this because to me, like, what is an item? I mean, anything could almost be an item, but I'm thinking something like smaller than my hand size. So I was looking on my cart just before filming this, and I have the language of flowers, so flowers would be an item. But I have been avoiding this book, and I'm kind of still wanting to avoid this book because I think it's going to be kind of hard-hitting. It's about foster care, right? A girl who is 18, ages out of foster care, and sleeps in a public park. I think it will be great. I struggle with going into books knowing I'm going to feel emotional. So this could be my item book. I'm not sure if I have anything else here. I don't see anything that's like smaller than hand-sized item. So maybe I'll just go with this. Yes, let's just do it. Let's give it a try. If it makes me emotional, then at least I know it was a good book. So I've got two. Those are for the different reading challenges that I'm doing this year. And then also I am joining in with Karina. She has Battle of the Books. So July we were supposed to read A Midsummer Night's Dream, and then August is, what is this actually called? Midsummer's Mayhem. And this is a middle grade story that has a bit of a spin on that, or pulls a little bit from A Midsummer Night's Dream. I'm not really sure. Currently have this from the library, so this will probably have to be a read at the beginning of the month because I think it has to go back relatively soon. So this is about a girl who comes from a big Indian American family. She's the youngest of 4 and feels invisible. But her dream of proving herself seems possible when she enters a contest at the brand new bakery in town. So, I don't know. We'll see how that one is. Then another thing I want to do is be reading an Agatha Christie each month. And right now I'm just enjoying the Tommy and Tuppence series. So N or M is book 3 in the series. The first 2 weren't really like solvable ones, so I'm assuming the rest of the series isn't. There's 5 books in the series. So I'm just going to continue reading them, having fun with them. I don't know if this one, book 2 was a bunch of like short mysteries that were pretty much short stories on their own. This one happens during World War II. Oh, that's interesting because when Tommy and Tuppence met in book 1, they were talking about their time during World War I. Okay, no, it sounds like this one actually just follows one storyline. Their mission is to seek out a man and a woman. Okay, of course I just got a phone call in the middle of that, so I don't remember where it was. Oh yes, they are seeking out a man and a woman from among the colorful guests at Sans Souci, a seaside hotel. N and M have just murdered Britain's finest agent and no one can be trusted. I have no idea, but Tommy and Tuppence are a fun ride, so I'm just gonna see where this book takes me. So that is like all the books that I have to read for challenges, for the Battle of the Books, and then my Agatha Christie for the month. And then of course I added in one more because I wanted my patrons to start picking books for me because I'm reading one right now that a patron, you know, gently pushed me to read, and I've been really enjoying it, so I'm like, I need to listen to them more often. So I have a mug. I won this from my library spring reading challenge. It says Mother of the Year. Like, when would I use this mug? I mean, first of all, it's not microwavable because it's, you know, got the gold foil. And second, I kind of just don't want to be like, yeah, I'm the best mother ever. So I have papers in here that have all the books that they've currently suggested that I read. Pretty much all of the suggestions, I've never heard of them. A few of them I have, but I don't know a lot about. So I'm gonna pull a book out and then we're going to look up what it's actually about because I have no idea. So let's do this. This one is the winner, whatever it is. What's that say? Actually can't see it. It says Wolf by Wolf. Oh, and this was by Sarah, who is the person that I'm actually currently reading a book because she recommended it. So I know I've heard of Wolf by Wolf, but I'm going to grab my phone and look it up and then let you know what it's actually about. Okay, so it looks like Wolf by Wolf is the first book in a series. There's book 1, book 1.5, book 1.6, and book 2. What is it actually about? Her story begins on a train. The year is 1956 and the Axis powers of the Third Reich and Imperial Japan rule. To commemorate their great victory, Hitler and Emperor Hirohito, oh I guess I'm so bad with names, host the Axis Tour, annual motorcycle race across their conjoined continents. The victor is awarded an audience with the highly reclusive Adolf Hitler at the Victor's Ball in Tokyo. Oh, this is very different. And their main character is a woman who was a former death camp prisoner. Wow, okay, I know I've heard the name of this book before, but I've never actually like heard what it was about. That sounds interesting, and yet probably not something I would pick up without a bit of a push. So now because of Sarah, I am going to be pushed to actually read it. So hopefully my library actually has it and I will read it whenever it comes in. And yeah, there's so many books in here that I have never heard of, so I'm excited to give some things a try that are a little bit outside of my comfort zone, or just books I probably would put off because I don't know enough, and now I'm gonna be pressured to in a really good way, I think. So then between the book that I need to get from the library and then these books, I only have 5 books on my TBR for the month of August, which is really good because I read like 20-ish books a month, give or take, and so that gives me lots of room for mood reading. Hopefully it doesn't make me read less, it just makes me read books that I'm like in the mood for right now. Often with my large TBR, I like to mood read within my TBR, but by the end of the month there's always a few books that I just haven't been in the mood for. So this will hopefully give me a really good reading month. So let me know something that you plan on reading in the month of August.